Greetings people, this is Eldad Amara back with another video. This is really just a continuation of a video which I done the other day, asking the question whether mobile phones are turning us into zombies. I gotta say this, man. Alright, again, I can't believe the other day, I had to blow my car horn, because there was a group of kids and they were on their mobile phones, and they're just about ready to step into the road. There's just about ready to step into the road off the curb, and I blew my horn, and they looked up and they looked shocked. They looked really shocked, Again, young people looking into their phones, and not paying attention to the roads and what's going on around them, It's like these mobile phones are making us into some kind of zombies. And it's not just the young kids, I see it with older people as well, yeah? I'm talking about middle-aged guys and women, and even older people, again, still, They're paying so much attention to their phone, and I don't know what is actually inside of these phones. Why they're finding these phones so addictive. It is almost like having crack cocaine or heroin or something, They're so addicted to their phones. And I don't know if it's a frequency, I don't know if it's some kind of signal, or whether because of all these different colors and images that's in the phone, yeah? Because these psychologists who help to make these things more attractive, They have things like different colors and, music and all that sort of thing, To attract people to want to listen, or they attract people to want to use their phone more frequently, yeah, by these various different colors and different types of music and all that sort of thing, yeah. It makes it more attractive to people to want to use their phones, because believe it or not, certain colors, helps to attract people, yeah, even to things like adverts, yeah, colors. So I don't know if there's something like that that's in these phones that's creating people to want to use their phones all the time. But listen, man, people, you've got to seriously start thinking, because a lot of you are crossing the roads and you're on your phones in your cars, yeah, and you're not paying attention to the roads and you're not paying attention to the traffic. I go to pubs and I see the same sort of thing. People sat around in a group and nobody's socialising, nobody's talking to each other. What are they doing instead? They've got their heads in their phones. It's almost like they've been sucked into the phone. I think there must be some kind of frequency, or some kind of colours or something that makes people so addicted to their telephones, yeah, to their mobile phone. People are starting to lose their social skills, because they're not communicating with each other. As I said, I've been into pubs and I've been into restaurants, yeah. I've sat on buses, I sat on trains and watched young people, and again, as I say, not just the young people but older people, and they're sat there with their phones and their heads are in their phones, and they're not paying attention to their environment. They're not paying attention to what's going on around them. Yeah, we're becoming more and more less sociable creatures, yeah, because of this technology. These computers and these mobile phones are creating us to become more anti-social, where we should be more sociable. We're naturally sociable creatures, yeah. Human beings are naturally sociable creatures. I want to move on to something else as well. Now, there's some people and they got a mobile phone and they got it up by their ear, and they're on the phone for about 15-20 minutes, and their ear starts to warm up on the side of their face. What do you think that is? Phones operate off of microwaves, they operate off of microwaves. So you got a phone up to your ear, up to your ear, and the microwaves, are starting to warm up the molecules in your brain, yeah. similar to a microwave, right? A microwave shakes and spins and shakes and vibrates these molecules until they get hot and they start cooking the food inside out. Yeah, this is what a microwave is doing. It's cooking your food inside out, vibrating, right, on such a high frequency, on such a high level, right, shaking all these molecules, right, and that's how it's cooking the food. This is microwaves. When you got a phone up to your side of your head and your head is starting to get warm, right, it's because it's starting to warm up the molecules in your brain. It's starting to warm up those molecules in your brain, right? Another thing, effect of microwaves, right? There's a lot of young people who are so addicted to their phone, they got their phones with them in bed, right? And they got their phones with them from day, right, to night, yeah? And the first thing they reach for in the morning is their phones. The first thing they reach for in the morning is their phones, right? Now, there's a lot of young people I've spoken to them because I used to work in the youth service, right? They complained that they couldn't sleep at nights, right? And I think that microwaves and this mobile phone could be the reason why they're not sleeping, why some suffer from insomnia, right? And poor concentration. They can't concentrate for very long during the daytime because they're not sleeping, right? And because their minds and every being of themselves seems to be addicted to their telephones, right? You should not sleep with your phone too close to you anyway, because you got this, you got something called the electromagnetic field, yeah? You got something called electromagnetic field, which spreads out 6 to 8 feet around you, an electromagnetic field, right? And these mobile phones, they operate off a microwave, right? And there's also something called radioactive waves, yeah? These are attached to the EMF, electromagnetic field, right? These waves are attached to this. You should not sleep with your phone, right? You should have your phone at least 6 to 8 foot away from you. If not, put it in another room. You don't need to have your phone with you day and night. It's no good for you, right? And I'm dead sure that this must affect your health in terms of your sleep patterns, yeah? Because our brains work off electricity, right? And we have a magnetic field around us naturally, yeah? So, don't you think that these microwaves could be possibly affecting your sleep, yeah? Because our bodies, I say, work off electric. So does these things, they work off of electric, right? So it's not a good idea to have your phone too close to you, right? Take your phone and put it in another room when you're going to bed at night, or at least have it at least 6 to 8 feet away from you, right? I was watching a video the other day, and there's a guy and he's talking about the effects of mobile phones, and he's talking about rather than putting a earpiece into your mobile phone and then sticking it directly into your ear, right? Or getting one of these Bluetooth earphone pieces that you can put into your ear. He says that too much of a direct connection between the mobile phone, right, and going straight into your ear and into your brain, right? So he's talking about there's something that you can buy off of Amazon, right, which is let me see if I can find this information, alright, because it's pretty good. Yeah, he's talking about an anti-radiation air tube. The headphone has a microphone attached to it also, okay? And it protects you against EMF energy or radiation, yeah? The tube between your head and the phone means less chance of radiation reaching your head yeah, and your brain. You can buy these earphones, which has a tube on them, which is about 6 to 8 inches long. It creates a distance between your ear and the phone, right? So you got less chance of getting radiation into your brain, yeah, and it protects you more from EMF frequencies. Some people have been putting research in and asking if mobile phones create possible cancer, right? Whether mobile phones create possible cancer. Now there's been research, right? There's been research, and I'm trying to find the paper. Right, there's been research on glioma cancer by WHO, right? That's the World Health Organization. That's glioma cancer, right? And some research was done, some extensive research by the WHO, right? The World Health Organization. And in this research, they want to find out whether there was a relationship between mobile phones, right, and cancer in the brain, okay? So, anyway, they've done some extensive research and found that there is no compelling evidence to suggest there was a relationship between the radiation, right, given off from mobile phones. This is the microwave radiation, right, and a brain cancer called glioma, right? They found no compelling evidence to suggest there was a relationship between the mobile phone, right, and this glioma cancer, right? In the UK, right, a few years ago there was a test done, right, in order to find out whether a specific cancer, which is known as acoustic neuroma, that's acoustic neuroma, right, which is a nerve, right, between the ear and the brain, right? They want to know whether this cancer, right, was caused by people wearing earpieces, yeah? Whether the cancer was caused by directly using earpieces into your ear, right, and creating a cancer in this particular part of the brain, which is between the ear and the back of the ear, right? And they found, anyway, that there was no relationship, right? That there was not enough compelling evidence or sufficient evidence found to suggest that acoustic neuroma. The research showed that this acoustic neuroma, right, which is a nerve between the brain and the ear, right, there was no sufficient evidence to suggest that through wearing some earphone, yeah, an earpiece in your mobile phone, there is any link between this, right, and a particular form of cancer, which is this acoustic neuroma cancer, between a mobile phone frequency and the cancer. Anyway, just because research has been done, right, there's nothing at all conclusive. There's nothing at all totally conclusive to show that there may not be some link between some cancers, right, and your mobile phone. Okay? In years and years to come, we might find out there is, we might find out there is a link between cancer, yeah, some forms of cancer, and use of mobile phones. Alright? If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Eldad Amara, and please don't forget to hit the notification bell, right? If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I suggest you subscribe to my channel, right? And hit the notification bell. That way, every time I drop a new video, you will be notified of this. And don't forget to hit the like button as well, because YouTube's algorithms will hope to send my video out to a much wider audience. And please, please, please drop a comment. I'd love to hear your opinions and views on the subject about mobile phones. Okay? Thank you. Eldad Amara.